one of my comments that there was a new version that I haven't featured yet. So obviously I bought it right away because they're getting better and better. Yeah, this is fancy packaging. You should have seen the previous packaging materials. It was like milk cartons. Yeah, it looks really nice, right? But I think they still have this adapter only for the US market, and they throw in this little thingy, which we can't sell it, so we have to buy separate new adapters and give to the customers. So let's see if there's actually something new over here, or if it's just design. What do they have here? A temp sensor. How are you supposed to pull that tab off? New design is not always good design. So let's see if it will run. Here we have the older design. There were a lot of older versions that had different type of fans and similar. This is the one I call new design. Do it yourself more branded. It works really good, but it's basically the same thing as this. And then we have the newer design, which isn't branded. And 4 buttons. That's very luxurious, but it doesn't have this jingly potentiometer. 12 volt 1 amp. Oh, it had a different beep and a color display. Okay, it actually has the temperature sensor on this kind of ring. These are made to fit both in the amp and the voltage direction. So in here you can actually see they made a burn-in test. They actually run the machine for a few seconds to verify that it actually works. Let's see, yeah, that's the temperature sensor. Cool. That's actually cool. So I couldn't find any manual from any of the sellers, but it's very similar to the previous one. It's mostly temperature sensing and the LCD that is different. I'm gonna be testing it on a KLab cells. It says it's for 150 watts or 20 amps, and I know exactly where to put it. Yeah, the big problem with this, if you draw more than 150 watts, on the older version it didn't stop, it's just waited until the MOSFET exploded. So that's what I wanna be measuring. And I don't want it connected to all 3 legs. It's close enough. I just want to be able to see when it rises, so I have a chance to turn it off, so my new toy doesn't break right away like it usually does. Yeah, it's as close as we're gonna get, and the display actually turned on fine, but I can see there's some kind of line in there, but it might be on this plastic sheet that is very difficult to pull off right now. So it has plus, minus, set and on off. It's tested at 9 amps, so let's try it at 9 amps. It's on, fan goes on right away. Oh, it's dropping a lot of voltage, but these were not fully charged yet. It has 3 decimals. That's a lot of information. And is this the internal resistance? Don't know. Over voltage protection 150. You can see the settings here. Let's try resetting it. Oh, that's a kind of secret menu. Is it asking me to calibrate it? Now it's English! Thank you! Display brightness. Okay, so I want to set something here. Clear cumulative. Current voltage clear 0. Does it want me to connect a 30 volt source? Display brightness. Yeah, it was almost at the top. Standby time. Reset, exit. Oh, now it's actually in English. Nice. In and out temperature, time limit. That was stop voltage. I really want to set the stop voltage. Oh, now we can actually set the settings here. Nice. Oh, 10. We're gonna try 50 next time. Oh, you can change that one individually. Mute constant current. Yes, it actually has a constant voltage mode as well. Over volt protection. Yeah, you want to leave those where they are, or you even might lower them a little bit to be sure. Stop voltage. This is what I would really like to have. as a feature. Let's stop at 2.8. So I think we're ready to test it again. And it actually stops at the correct voltage, because I had a couple of batteries with defective BMS that didn't cut off. And this one would, if I tried to set the lower voltage limit, this one would just start peeping annoyingly, and it was almost impossible to turn off. The secret was, you have to press this exactly 7 times in a row with like 0.45 seconds in between presses. It was so frustrating. Okay, it's end. We want to see the result. First I want to reset. Okay, holding down 0 resetted amps, but I want to reset these values. Maybe we have to go into settings every time. Clear cumulative, let's try that. Yeah, we cleared cumulative, clearing data. Let's try 10 amps again. Let's see if we can actually see. It's actually really good. I already feel like I know how to press all the buttons to get the exact same settings, and now I want this one to drop down to exactly 2.8. Let's see if we can get. But at 10 it stopped. Yeah, there we have it, the end. And you just press on off and it goes back. Nice. Let's try it at 20 amps. Let's try 18 first. Dropping to 2.5 volts. Yeah, 18 is a lot. And not for this kind of big cell. Really nice. Now we have 143 in internal resistance. The outer temp sensor is 30 and is still climbing. And the problem was that it didn't burn right away if you were at 150 watt. It would take a few minutes for it to get hot. And 3 times 18 is not that much. Do we have watts? It's 46 watts, so it's no problem for the MOSFET. Nice. Yeah, this is a real improvement. I can't really see any downside to the older version. Yeah, this was really good. Good stuff. Good stuff.